Hello, friends. Welcome to your daily dose of English. I'm Tom, and today we have something very special for you. We're going to learn English through stories. Not just one story, but two real-life stories that will teach you natural English phrases you can use every day. I will tell each story 3 times. First slowly with details, then faster, and finally quick and smooth. This technique helps you speak more fluently. After every few sentences, I'll pause so you can repeat after me. This is called shadowing. Are you ready? Take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin with our first story. Story 1. Maria's Lost Dog. Let me tell you about Maria and her dog, Max. Maria lives in a small house with a beautiful garden. She has a golden retriever named Max. Now you repeat. Maria lives in a small house. She has a dog named Max. Max is 5 years old and very friendly. He loves to play in the park. Every morning, Maria takes Max for a walk. Now you repeat. Max is 5 years old. He loves to play in the park. One Saturday morning, something terrible happened. Maria opened the front door to get the newspaper. Max saw a cat across the street. Now you repeat. Something terrible happened. Max saw a cat. Before Maria could stop him, Max ran out. He chased the cat down the street. Maria called his name, but Max kept running. Now you repeat. Max ran out. Maria called his name. Maria felt panic rising in her chest. She ran after Max in her pajamas, but Max was too fast. Now you repeat. Maria felt panic rising. Max was too fast. Oh no, Maria kept saying. Her heart was beating fast. She looked everywhere but couldn't see Max. Now you repeat. Oh no, Maria kept saying. She couldn't see Max. Maria went back home to get her phone. Her hands were shaking. She called her husband. Now you repeat. Her hands were shaking. She called her husband. Max is gone. He ran away. Her husband said, Don't worry, we'll find him. But Maria couldn't wait. Now you repeat. Max is gone. We'll find him. First, Maria drove around slowly. She called Max's name over and over. People turned to look. Now you repeat. She drove around slowly. People turned to look. After 30 minutes, Maria stopped. She needed a better plan. She couldn't just drive randomly. Now you repeat. Maria stopped. She needed a better plan. She went to the coffee shop. Excuse me, I need help. My dog is missing, she said. Now you repeat, I need help. My dog is missing. The barista said, What does he look like? Maria showed her a photo. I'll keep an eye out, the barista promised. Now you repeat. What does he look like? I'll keep an eye out. Maria visited many shops. At the pet store, the owner said, Post on social media right away. Now you repeat. She visited many shops. Post on social media. Maria uploaded Max's photo. She typed, Missing dog, please help. Within minutes, people were sharing. Now you repeat. She uploaded his photo. People were sharing. Her phone started ringing. A man said, "I see your dog in Jefferson Park." Now you repeat, her phone rang. I see your dog. Maria drove to the park fast. There was a golden retriever under a tree. Max? His tail wagged. Now you repeat. She drove to the park. His tail wagged. Max jumped into her arms. He was dirty but safe. Maria cried with relief. Now you repeat. Max jumped into her arms. Maria cried with relief. Second version. Now faster. Try to match my speed. Maria's dog Max ran out chasing a cat. She felt panic rising and searched everywhere. Now you repeat. Max ran out. She searched everywhere. She drove around calling his name. Then she went to shops asking for help. Now you repeat. She called his name. She asked for help. The pet store owner said to post on Facebook. Her post spread quickly. Now you repeat. Post on Facebook. It spread quickly. Someone called saying Max was in the park. Maria rushed there immediately. Now you repeat. Max was in the park. Maria rushed there. She found Max under a tree. He jumped into her arms, safe but tired. Now you repeat. She found Max. He was safe. Third version --. One more time, smooth and confident. Max ran away. Maria panicked and searched. She asked shops for help and posted online. Now you repeat. Maria panicked. She posted online. Someone spotted Max in the park. Maria found him there, dirty but safe. Now you repeat. Someone spotted Max. Maria found him. They reunited with tears and relief. Everyone who helped was happy too. Now you repeat. They reunited. Everyone was happy. Story 2. Tom's Wallet Adventure. First version. Now let me tell you what happened to me last month. I went to the city centre for shopping. It was a busy Saturday afternoon. Now you repeat. I went shopping. It was busy. I bought coffee at my favourite cafe. Then I walked to the bookstore. I spent an hour browsing books. Now you repeat. I bought coffee. I browsed books. When I went to pay, I reached for my wallet. My pocket was empty. My stomach dropped. Now you repeat. My pocket was empty. My stomach dropped. I checked all my pockets. Nothing. I checked my bag 3 times. Still nothing. Now you repeat. I checked all pockets. Still nothing. I'm so sorry, I told the cashier. I can't find my wallet. She was very understanding. Now you repeat. I can't find my wallet. She was understanding. I tried to stay calm. Think, Tom, think, I told myself. When did I last use it? Now you repeat. I tried to stay calm. When did I last use it? I remembered paying for coffee, so the wallet was somewhere between the cafe and here. Now you repeat. I remembered the coffee. The wallet was somewhere. I retraced my steps carefully. First, back to the bookstore entrance. I looked on the floor. Now you repeat. I retraced my steps. I looked on the floor. Then I walked slowly to the cafe. I checked every bench, every corner. No wallet. Now you repeat. I walked to the cafe. No wallet. At the cafe, I asked the barista, "Did anyone turn in a wallet?" She checked and said no. Now you repeat. "Did anyone turn in a wallet?" She said no. I felt sick. My wallet had everything. Credit cards, ID, some cash. What would I do? Now you repeat. I felt sick. It had everything. Then the barista said, "Check where you are sitting." Sometimes things fall between cushions. Now you repeat. Check where you are sitting. Good advice. I went to my table, I moved the chair. There on the floor under the table was my wallet. Now you repeat. I moved the chair. There was my wallet. Relief flooded through me. I picked it up and checked inside. Everything was there. Now you repeat. Relief flooded through me. Everything was there. I thanked the barista profusely. She smiled and said, "Happens all the time." Now you repeat. I thanked her profusely. Happens all the time. Second version. Let's tell it faster now. I went shopping in the city. At the bookstore, I couldn't find my wallet. Now you repeat. I went shopping. Couldn't find my wallet. I checked everywhere and tried to stay calm. I remembered using it at the cafe. Now you repeat. Checked everywhere. Remembered the cafe. I retraced my steps but found nothing. The barista suggested checking under my table. Now you repeat. Retrace my steps. Check under the table. There it was on the floor. Relief flooded through me. Everything was still inside. Now you repeat. There it was. Everything inside. Third version. Last time quick and smooth. Lost my wallet while shopping. Panicked but stayed calm. Retraced my steps to the cafe. Now you repeat. Lost my wallet. Retraced my steps. Found it under the table where I'd been sitting. Huge relief. Now you repeat. Found it under the table. Huge relief. Learning natural phrases from both stories. Now let's look at natural phrases from both stories that you can use. Expressing sudden problems. Something terrible happened. My stomach dropped. I felt sick. Now you repeat each one. Staying calm in crisis. I tried to stay calm. Think. I need a better plan. Now you repeat each one. Asking for help. Excuse me, I need help. Did anyone turn in a... Could you keep an eye out? Now you repeat each one. Expressing relief. Relief flooded through me. I cried with relief. Thank goodness. Now you repeat each one. Emotional vocabulary practice. Both stories involve strong emotions. Let's practice expressing them. When something goes wrong, panic rising, for sudden fear, hands shaking, physical sign of worry, heart pounding, nervousness or fear, during the search, growing desperate, getting more worried, trying everything, not giving up, asking everyone, seeking help. When finding what's lost, huge relief, big release of worry. So grateful, very thankful, can't believe it, happy surprise. Real life applications. These phrases work in many situations. Lost items. I can't find my keys. Have you seen my phone? I think I left it somewhere. Getting help. Sorry to bother you. Could you help me? I'm in a bit of trouble. Showing gratitude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. You're a lifesaver. Practice conversations. Let's practice some dialogues using our phrases. At a store, you. Excuse me, I can't find my child. Staff. What do they look like? You. She's 5, wearing a red dress. Staff. I'll help you look. Now you repeat the whole dialogue. Finding something. You. Is this yours? Person. Oh my goodness, yes. You. I found it on the ground. Person. Thank you so much. Now you repeat the whole dialogue. Common patterns in crisis stories. Notice these patterns in both stories. Problem happens suddenly. Initial panic or worry. Making a plan. Asking for help. Searching systematically. Finding solution. Expressing relief. Your story framework. Use this framework to tell your own story. One day. Set the scene. Suddenly. The problem. I felt. Your emotion. First I. Your action. Then I. Next steps. Finally. Resolution. I was so. Final emotion. Building fluency through repetition. Remember our 3-version technique. Version 1. Full details, slow pace. Version 2. Main points, medium pace. Version 3. Key facts, natural pace. This builds fluency because you practice the same vocabulary. You organise thoughts better each time. You speak more smoothly. You gain confidence. Daily practice ideas. Morning story, 5 minutes. Tell yesterday's events in 3 versions. Focus on what happened, not perfection. Afternoon story, 5 minutes. Describe your morning using our phrases. First I, then I. After that. Evening story, 10 minutes. Practice both stories from today. Add your own similar experience. Pronunciation. Focus. Key sounds from today's stories. Panic, panic, stress on first part. Relief, relief, stress on second part. Grateful, grateful, stress on first part. Wallet, wallet, stress on first part. Practice these slowly, then in sentences. Cultural notes. In English-speaking cultures, it's normal to ask strangers for help. People often help find lost pets. Thank you is very important. Social media is commonly used for help. Making stories memorable. To remember these stories, visualize each scene. Feel the emotions. Practice the 3 versions. Use the phrases daily. Tell your own version. Advanced practice. Once comfortable, try changing story details, adding dialogue, including more emotions, making it funnier or more dramatic, telling from different perspectives. Final practice session. Let's review our most useful phrases. From Maria's story: panic rising, I need help, keep an eye out, post on social media, such relief. From Tom's story: my stomach dropped, stay calm, retrace my steps. Did anyone turn in? Relief flooded through me. Now you repeat each phrase. Homework assignment. Your homework has 3 parts. Practice both stories in 3 versions each. Create your own lost and found story. Use at least 15 phrases from today. Record yourself if possible. Notice improvement each time. Tips for story practice. Remember, emotion makes stories memorable. Short sentences are fine, mistakes are normal, pausing is okay. Expression matters more than perfection. Closing message. Today we learned English through 2 emotional stories: Maria losing her dog and Tom losing his wallet. We practice natural phrases that native speakers use when facing problems, asking for help and expressing relief. These aren't just stories, they're templates for real communication. The phrases we practiced will help you in genuine situations when you need help or want to express strong emotions. Remember, everyone has stories like these. By learning to tell common human experiences, you're learning to connect with people in English. You're building bridges of understanding. The 3 version technique we use today is powerful. Use it with any story or experience. Start detailed, get faster, end smooth. This is how fluency develops naturally. Keep practicing these stories. Add your own experiences. Use the phrases in real life. Soon you'll find yourself thinking in these natural chunks, not translating word by word. Thank you for learning with me today. You've worked hard and you should be proud. Every time you practice, you get stronger. Every story you tell builds your confidence. This is English Unleashed. I'm Tom and I believe in your ability to master English through stories. Keep practicing, keep sharing your experiences, and keep believing in yourself. Until next time, my friends, remember, your stories matter, your progress is real, and you've got this. Bye for now, and happy storytelling.